Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth. I am back again for your January 2015 monthly tarot horoscopes. This is for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Capricorn. Okay. I had to stop my computer for a second, and so I had done the spread and I had started talking, but I have to go back now. So I'm just going to start really where I started before, which was that you got, as a foundation, you got the Tower card, okay? So again, this is for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in Capricorn and the month of January 2015, okay? But in the distant past, you got the Tower, which means right now you've got no foundation. Your life has ceased to be what it used to be. I feel like you were destroyed. In 2014, you were completely destroyed. Your life was destroyed. You know, whether you got a divorce, whether you broke up with someone, whether you moved, whether you, because this is upheaval too, whether you got into a car accident, whether you had an illness, something happened in 2014, and I feel like good riddance to that, okay? But at the same time, you've rebuilt your life. Because in the recent past, you got this victory card, which is climbing to the top of this ledge and this sitting on, kind of standing on this rock and saying, I did it, you know, and having that feeling. It's a glorious feeling of achievement. And that's career. To me, that's a career card. So I feel like as a career, you know, you kind of have been building and you've been working and you have made some significant achievements. What's crowning you right now is actually the Lover's card, which is the best card in the deck. So you're thinking about love. You're thinking about marriage. You're thinking about children. You're thinking about having commitment, having a partner. The issue is that, well, it's not necessarily an issue. It's what you don't see coming is like this, which is not necessarily a commitment. This is love, romance, bliss, and happiness, amazing chemistry, and hot sex. I think of this as the sex card. So I feel like, Capricorns, I feel like you're going to be getting it on soon. If you're not really getting it on yet, you will be getting it on soon. There's the term horny goat for a reason, you know. Horny refers to the goat, which is the Capricorn, okay? so, you know, just so you know, I mean, if you're not actually getting it on, you know, you're thinking about getting it on. You know, it's on with your hormones. You're on, basically. You're the star of your own show. So the thing is that first comes love, then comes sex, then comes baby, okay? So watch out for the month of January as far as, like, getting pregnant, because it's a very fertile time for you, okay? January is very fertile. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because it's your birthday month. You know, my ascendant's in Capricorn, but I know a lot always happens right up before my birthday. They always say, you know, you give me all these tests just before, and I always feel totally drained out by my birthday. I'm just like, shoot me already. Please take me, you know. That's how I am. I don't really do good. I'm not really good at Conan O'Brien moves. You know, that's something that Conan O'Brien would do, you know, like the, you know, if you're down here and you're just sort of half alive. I gotta make you guys laugh. I gotta have a sense of humor about all this, because this is, you know, this is an interesting time for you. You basically have rebuilt your life from scratch, from nothing. And you have something going on. You have this love, you have this sex, you have this stuff, you know, love and sex are in the air at the very least. It's in the air, you know, and you can't really help but want it. You know, that's what's kind of going on. You also have, not on a completely different note, you have some legal stuff that's been going on, and it's coming to, you want it to be resolved. And you have the legal resolution card as well. So you've got two legal cards, which to me symbolize like it's going to happen, okay? In January, it's going to happen. The thing is I feel like you guys have gotten illegal stuff cards before, and the problem is that legal stuff takes forever. and things shift, and lawyers change their minds, and then lawyers come and go, and then lawyers demand money, and it's just a pain in the ass. So basically, but you know, there is a possibility of it happening in January, so I want you to look forward to that. And I feel like you emotionally are there. You're like, I'm already there. I already want it. It is the resolution of all legal issues after much waiting. Hardship comes to an end. Celebration of a new life path, having more fun, beauty and music is the focus now. So I feel like you've really shifted gears, Capricorn. You've really gotten to a place where you know, really, you've changed a lot. You've gone through a lot of change, a lot of upheaval. What's interesting, what's coming in is the Four of Cups, which is the card about being really introspective, okay? This is a girl who's upside down, basically hanging, okay? She's hanging by not much. She's hanging on to, like, the ground, okay? This could be even where I feel like she's looking at she's looking at a mirror image of herself. So she's looking in the mirror and she doesn't like what she sees. She doesn't like what she looks like. She doesn't like how things appear to be. She doesn't like, so I mean, you may, Capricorn, you may feel very self-conscious. Like in the month of January, you may kind of start to do different things with your appearance. You may decide that you're going to go on a diet and lose weight. You may feel like a little bit of a low self-esteem. It's kind of a low moment. So you need to do things to pick yourself up. It says needing to be helped out of emotional issues, drowning in sorrow. I feel like you're gonna be tempted to go to a place that's very low and very dark and very deep. And you're trying to kind of figure out your feelings and your emotions. Do not give in to thoughts of suicide. Do not give in to thoughts of, you know, just getting the fuck out, okay, of checking out, because it's only gonna pull you down, okay. So I feel like you're at this place where, you know, you're just trying to figure out how you feel about things. You're trying to process some very, very deep emotions that you need to get out of your system because they are holding you back. Emotions that are they have to do with life and death. They have to do with trauma. They have to deal with issues about humanity, the human condition. There's a lot of longing and sadness and desire and temptation, you know. It's all in there. And the thing is that it would be good for you to see a therapist. It would be good for you to have some talk therapy. It would be good for you to talk to some friends about these feelings, you know, if you can. It's hard for people to open up this much and connect with each other and to be honest about this kind of dark, deep stuff. Scorpios are good at it because they have similar stuff kind of inside them all the time, kind of churning things up. So I kind of feel like you need to talk to Scorpio. But at the same time, Capricorn, your issue is that you don't really ever show this side. So for you to like let somebody in, there's like the part of it is like you want to let somebody in so that you can share this, but at the same time you're scared to let somebody in to see that much because it kind of creates a vulnerability. So this is the challenge I feel like for you in January. This is the main challenge. It's not the Lover's card. It's not the sex that you're going to have. It's not the Tower card in the past, of, you know, your rubble of your life and you're looking back. It can be maybe too. You are looking at this a little bit. You're feeling this. You're feeling like, oh my God, what has happened to my life? And it's maybe finally hitting you. And you may be doing a little bit of like, you know, what have I done? You know, or why have I done it? Or, you know, there's really, you know, no hope. There's just like, it's just going to go on like this forever. You know, you are thinking like, you know, it's just going to be like this forever. All you're going to get is just sex. You know, it's like you're afraid that you're not going to get the Lover's card. You're afraid that you're not going to end up with someone. You're afraid that you're going to just be lonely forever and things are going to go on like in this crazy cycle, but it's not true. It's not true. You are going to find love. You are going to be in a marriage. You are going to have kids. You are going to be at a better point than you are now. But you have to do some self-examining. You have to go deep in order to really look at what's inside of you, because that's the universe saying it's time to go turn things inside out. It's time to be real. It's time to be open about your feelings. It's time to share that stuff with others, because others can connect to it and they can understand because that's what they're going through too. I feel like part of this issue is coming up for a lot of people because we live in a very flat society now. It's all the computer screen. It's hard to be like have that physical connection or even like, a mental, emotional connection and the whole thing kind of connection with someone in order to like open up. Like Capricorns are very physical. They need you to be in the here, now, touch. And I feel like for her, there's not enough. There's not enough touch. There's not enough physical contact. There's not enough contact in general. It's just sort of like, she's floating. She's alone. She feels like there's nobody there and there's nobody to understand. And she needs that understanding. It's not just love. It's understanding. Okay? Because I feel like that's what true love is. Love is not just lust, because there's a difference. And in one of my videos, I talked about the difference between lust and love and desire, okay? I feel like love is it's like a 50-50 split between love being this pink heart, let's just say, and understanding. It's the heart plus it's the understanding. That to me is true love. And I don't feel like she's really getting that. I don't feel like she's able to share that. I don't feel like she's connecting with others at all. She needs to connect more with others in a physical way, in a very like huggy, lovey-dovey kind of cuddly type of way. And I feel like she may get the sex, but she may not get the hugs. She may not get the kisses. She may not get the connection, which is what she really, really needs and what she really, really wants. Now I've messed up my cards. Oh, okay. So the thing is, in the reverse, you've got the Magician, which is the Capricorn in reverse, which concerns me a little bit. It says, going down the wrong paths, not using your intuition, not following the signs, being unable to get any work done, laziness, lack of energy, sloth, and lots of work problems. This is work issues. This is also work issues, but it's also not feeling like your energy's up there. You may have had like warning signs, or you may have had things that have happened that kind of tipped you off to stuff, and for some reason you didn't want to accept it. You didn't really want to think about it. You just put it off to another day, It's hard for me to imagine a world where Capricorn doesn't get any work done. But I think this is causing her or you, this could be a Capricorn guys too. This could apply to you. This could be holding you back. I feel like because you are very introspective and you're spending a lot of time in self-reflection, okay? In figuring out your emotions, figuring out how you feel about things, figuring out what you want to do about that, figuring out what does it all mean? What does life mean? It's like you guys are really gone deep. You guys are contemplating the meaning of life and what is the point. And you're not really finding much point. And I feel like that's because you're overworked and you've gone through the Tower card, and because you've just had to rebuild your life, and because you've just started all over again, and because you've got this the sex thing kind of happening, and the love thing happening, and everything is just sort of piled up on you, and you're just like slumped over again. You're slumped over. You're tired. You're tired. You're just burnt out, and that's quite normal, actually. I mean, anybody that's taken on half of what you've taken on in 2014 would be really tired, okay? So in January, take a little bit of a rest. Take a rest. If you don't take a rest, you're going to get sick. It says to get sick, to not feel good, upheaval, drained, winter time, travel, going home. If you can, go home. If you haven't gone home in a while, you need to go home. You may end up going home just to visit. For those of you who don't, really want to travel, to me, it's more like you're just feeling really too drained to do very much. You're just kind of burnt out. And if you're burnt out, I generally recommend this ginseng supplement, which I've shown before, but it's really good for the adrenal glands. And I would suggest taking it, okay? I'm going to show it to you here. It's what the box looks like. It's a green box. It says Red Panax Ginseng. Okay? And inside this box are these, like, liquid, you could see, vials. Okay? And you take, like, a little straw. Take this little straw and you kind of just put it through it has this like little rubber top. Put it down and that's it. And you sip. And I always, the thing is I've, forgotten about taking this. I don't take it consistently. I really take it if I feel really low, or if I feel like, I've been working all day on these videos, so I kind of need a little bit of a pick-me-up. But if I feel like I'm getting sick, I take it. So, for the outcome for you guys to get sick, or for the outcome for you guys to feel drained, or you're just not feeling like your best, it would be good for you to take it, okay? Yeah, my feeling is that you're just really burnt out. You're burnt out. You've had enough. You need to rest. You need to just, try to stay positive as much as you can. Go slowly through January. I feel like there's a retrograde coming either in January or February. I always forget to look at these Mercury retrograde dates. And during that time will be also a slowdown period. I feel like January is a slowdown period for you. You need to take the time, okay? So if you've been working a lot, and you probably have, which shows you've been working and rebuilding your whole life, take the time to rest. Take the time to just be at peace with yourself, Yeah, so you might not get work done. Who gives a shit? So yeah, you may be checked out a little bit emotionally. Who cares? You need to connect with others. You need to... I feel like it's really necessary for you to both connect on a social level and connect with other people, as well as disconnect, okay? There's a connect-disconnect thing happening for you in January. You want to connect, but you need to not connect a little bit. It's finding that balance, okay? Be careful who you're talking to. Be careful about who's taking your energy. Get some black tourmaline. That's what I'm wearing. Black tourmaline to help so that other people don't take your energy. Okay? You want to be kind of clear. And I did this thing in the first video, which I had to stop, and I'll do it again. Actually, I'm going to clear your aura. Right now, I'm using this beautiful blue stone here. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to actually ground you a little bit because you're really, to me, you're lacking a foundation. You're really ungrounded. It's like your wheels are spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and you need to just slow down, and your batteries are running out, And towards the end, I feel like the last week to week and a half of January, you're going to hit the pause button on your life. The pause is going to happen. You're going to just feel like, you may feel like you're just kind of drifting, you know, and that's okay. You know, you still got to get things done, but, you know, just do the best you can with it. You know, don't sweat it. Don't sweat anything, because that's just going to stress you out more, and your adrenal glands are going to become even more fried, okay? So let's just go in. I'm going to take this stone. I'm going to clear around your feet, because you've got this negative energy around your feet. And your heart chakra too. There's something going on with your heart too. You know, it's like your heart has been broken. And around your throat too, your throat. Face. And your pelvis, your stomach area. You've got some issues around your stomach area. Legs are good. Okay. So, you feel much lighter now. It's good. I use some of my healing white energy. It's sort of like a chalkboard, you know. I kind of clean away some of the dust and the mildew. So that's what I'm getting here. Let me pull a final card, because I don't like to leave off on you getting sick at the end of the month. That's not really the idea here for these messages. And I don't like to tell people they're going to get sick, because then they'll think about getting sick, and then they may actually get sick because I told them that they were going to get sick. So I don't want you to think that. It's more of a card about being so drained that the chances of you getting sick are higher, okay? So take your vitamin D drops, take your vitamin C to boost your immune system. You really have got to take care of yourself, especially at the end of January. It's really a tough time for you guys then. Whew. You got the King of Pentacles, actually, which is, it says, a very good man who dedicates his life to helping others, a humanitarian, okay? I feel like this is going to come in for you at some point in January. It's a really good card. It is the Mr. Right card, even if it's in reverse. The Mr. Right can do no wrong, okay? It's absolute success in the upright, potential for kids, but it's also potential for kids' success in the other position, but it's also, too, the a very good man who dedicates his life to helping others. Someone who's a lot like... I feel like he's very mature. He may not be that old. He may be only like in his 30s, maybe even early 40s. He's not that old, but he's very mature. He's very has an understanding of how the world works, has an understanding of what it takes to kind of make it. He's going to be amazing for you. He's going to come in sometime in January. I feel like within the second to last week, for some reason, that's coming to me. And then the funny thing is you're also, it's not going to go away right away, this issue with your energy, okay? Feeling like you've got lots of problems and needing to write them out, feeling unsupported. I don't know why these three cards don't really match this card here. Okay, because you've got this amazing guy coming in. and you do have the support from him card, but for some reason you still have some problems. For some reason you feel like the world doesn't give a shit about you, like there isn't anybody there for you. It may be that he's the only person that's actually there for you in your life in January. It may feel that way anyways, where he's it for you. And this could even be two different guys. You know, like a friend and this other guy. But I feel like they're together. I feel like it's really just him. And so your issue is it's like with everybody else. Your issue is people at work, or your issue is people in the family, or your issue is with friends. You know, your issues are not with him, but the issues are still there nonetheless. It's like he comes into your life, and it doesn't mean like instantly your life is like all roses, you know. You still have that Capricorn challenge. You still have that challenge to rise, to make it, to kind of get to the top. And this is interesting because you're falling here. You're not rising, you are falling. So this would be a moment in time or a day or even a week where you feel like you're taking a step backwards. You feel like you can't get anywhere. You feel like, in this, I feel like it's coming because of the Mercury retrograde, you know? I really do. But she is falling because she's ripped. There's been people that have ripped a tear in her aura. And so be careful about your energy, okay? You know, do some Reiki therapies this month because people may have gotten some hooks into you, and it's time for those hooks to come out. It's time for you to heal. It's time for you to believe that people do love you and do support you, and believe, really truly believe that. And know that this is your, you know, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back challenge. You're falling off the edge, you know. But remember, you're going to get back up again like you always do. So I'm not worried about you here. It's just interesting because you wouldn't think that that would happen when you have this great Mr. Right kind of person coming in. But then there you have it with life, you know, being so challenging for the Capricorn. I would just say, you know, be grateful for this guy who comes in. Be grateful that he's there at that right moment in time when you needed him, you know, and when you felt like nobody else was there for you. And he will be that much more special to you because he comes in at that moment. Again, you guys always get me. I don't know why. It's sort of like when you come to your, like, you know, worst point in January, where you feel like nobody gives a rat's ass about what you're doing, and you're going to meet this guy. You know, you're going to meet him probably at the lowest point, and he's going to be that person that kind of perks you up and makes you feel like it's worth it. Like it's worth it to go on. It's worth it to be alive, and he's going to help you achieve your dreams. So it's a great, I don't know, I think it's going to be a great month because of it, actually. If you look at it that way, it'll be a great month. So I'm sorry, this always happens to me, Cap. I wish the best for you, and I wish you a wonderful, happy, magical new year, and stay positive, you know, rock it, and I send you big hugs, big kisses, and I will talk to you guys again soon. All right, take care.